Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Benefits Cooldown. That's Ed. I'm Eric. Ed, what do you want to talk about today? I was thinking, I don't know about you, but I was thinking about continuing the conversation from last week. What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, we got to see each other in both New Orleans and in Miami. I got my East Coast time in as well. You didn't leave your coast, but anyways, I wanted to get your thoughts on both Ascend and YOU Powered and what you gained from those particular conferences early this year. So why don't you go?
Yeah, boy, every single year, do we have the most incredible industry to be in where we can just start swinging out of the gate, right? With the Ascend 2023 conference we just went to in mid-January and the YOU Powered conference we just went to in early February, really back to back. And I can't speak higher about them both than ever. I mean, the reality is I've never missed an Ascend conference. Ascend started in 2006 with our good friend Nelson Griswold from the Next Gen Mastermind Network, or the Next Gen Benefits, whatever the new term is. I don't know. Sorry, Nelson. I get confused. But what I will say is I've never missed one, and I don't ever plan to miss one. It is the highlight of my year to get the year started. It is our chance to get with everybody that we haven't seen in many months, since we've all been crazy busy in fourth quarter with the hustle and bustle of open enrollment season. Or, if we were tax accountants, it would be our tax season. That's how busy fourth quarter is for all of us, as we know. And, one of the highlights for me when it comes to 2023 Ascend was getting to hear the keynote and then also sit at his table for dinner and meet the original grandfather of telemedicine, the founder of Teladoc, the publicly traded Teladoc, Michael Gorton, who's now the CEO and founder of Recuro. That was a big highlight for me. I love telemedicine. I've always been a fan. I was a fan of telemedicine before most people in and outside of our industry ever used or knew about telemedicine. I'll never forget how sick I was my first day at Disney World with my family back in 2000 and I want to say 2000, maybe 2010-ish. And I felt like I was swallowing needles, and I used literally telemedicine for the very first time. And it was magic. They prescribed me. It went straight to my room at Disney World. That's Disney for you. And I was back on my feet a day later. So I've always been a fan of telemedicine, and I love seeing what Michael Gorton went through to get it started. And I'm very grateful and thankful for it. And I'm also excited about what they're doing at their new company, Recuro, because it's incredible. Now, when it comes to the rest of Ascend, look, the panels are incredible. I was on a panel. You were on many panels. I got video. You were on a keynote panel, for heaven's sakes. Those things are fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Please hear me out when you hear this. But it's the hallway conversations, the dinner conversations, the barroom talk conversations that really always drive me at most in all conferences anyway. That's where some of the best ideas come from and the best relationships are built. And by the way, shout out to you. Congratulations for being the, what was the award called at Ascend? Because you were first on stage and last on stage. Inside joke, long story. If you weren't there, you don't know. But this guy right here, my partner in crime, Ed, won one of the most revolutionary awards that Nelson gives out every year. So I'm proud of you, my friend. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
The YOU Powered, Miami for you, and hopefully Puerto Rico for you, or Austin for you, or Southern California for you. I don't know where it's going to be in 2024, but it's going to be one of those. Emma Fox, just, my God, put on an incredible show. David Contorno, I don't know what he did. That was for you, Emma. But Emma, love you, David. Emma just never ceased to impress me. The entire conference, symposium, was soup to nuts, out of this park. It is now leaps and bounds one of the best conferences I go to each year. I'm so excited for next year in 24. The big highlight for me, I've always been like this. I love seeing our industry peers shine. I love seeing them up on stage getting nominated and winning awards. Yes, there was incredible conference content. Yes, every single speaker and panelist was home run worthy, grand slam worthy. But and I totally agree about the employer panel you mentioned last week. But for me, I just love seeing my peers shine. I really, truly do. Anybody that knows anything about me knows that's not made up. That's not fiction. I love helping them achieve success, and I love seeing them win their notable fame and glory in our industry. And I think there's not that much that goes out there. Yeah, if you sell enough of one insurance carrier or another, they may give you an award here or there. They may send you on a trip. I know David and Emma don't like that, and I totally get it. But let's face facts, it's out there, right? To me, that doesn't count. It just doesn't count. To me, being recognized in what Emma and David call the People's Choice Awards, if you will, that's where it matters. That's where it counts. It's all random order. I'm going to read it off, but I want to give a shout out and plug to a lot of my friends and clients and partners and colleagues. More than this were nominated. Heck, I was nominated, but I knew I was going to lose for top podcast in the benefits industry. We had the OG himself, the original, or as he would call it, the old guy. That's what he thinks OG stands for. David Saltzman's podcast, Shift Shapers, blew it out of the water. Nobody competing on his level. So congrats to David. I've had the privilege and pleasure of being on his show a few times over the years. My client, my friend, my partner, our friend, Ben Connor, won top innovative healthcare consultant. Blew me away, so well earned and deserved. So much so that David Contorno himself took the mic out of Nancy and Ben's hands and personally wanted to make sure that he introduced Ben as the winner himself. Talk about class act. Thank you, David. Obviously, no offense to Nancy and Ben. Jen Berman, my client, my friend, my comrade, top innovative healthcare consultant. Most influential industry personality. Can't argue with that. Everything she does keeps our asses in check, right? She keeps us and our clients from getting in trouble with ERISA and all the powers that be in government. Her employee, friend, team member, and my client and friend, Jasmine Keating, emerging notable newcomer of the year. Talk about powerful. And did you see that dress, Ed? My God, woo, stunning. That's no joke. Lester Morales, come on. 2 years ago, he won Best Dressed, I think, or he was nominated. This year was much more substantial as the most outspoken advocate of the year for our industry. Can't argue with that one. NABIP, formerly known as NAHU or NAHU, as top organization within benefits. Kelly Fristow took the award on NABIP's behalf as the current president 2023 or 2022 and 2023. Oh my God, Paul Wilson, Benefits Pro magazine, top industry trade publication or news outlet. I couldn't argue with that more if I tried. Absolutely incredible and well deserved. And a few more. Lastly, Elsa Glorioso. She is incredible, emerging leader of the year, well deserved. Megan Chiarello, social media maven extraordinaire. People like to think or used to think I was good at social media. I'm nothing compared to that one. Megan, you are amazing. You're a total rock star, badass, superwoman, as you know. And last but certainly not least, our good friend Nancy Giacalone. Did I get it right? Nancy just blew me away. Emma's speech prior to Nancy blew me away. The Lifetime Achievement Award. She has gone through so many struggles and tribulations in her career that I frankly never knew about. I had her on my podcast. I didn't even know about all that stuff. So anyway, suffice it to say, last two things. I know we're over. Hopefully you paid attention. I'm going to tag a bunch of you, so hopefully we get some traction on this. I love David's keynote at the end, the last day. Too many people did leave a little bit early, and I wish they would have stayed around. It was incredible. But you know what? I want to see more Emma. Emma, I know you led a panel. I know you introduced Nancy, but we need more Emma. So next year's symposium, I want to see Emma delivering a powerful keynote. That is my well over a few minutes takeaway for both Ascend and YOU Powered 2023. Thanks everybody for listening. I know it was a long one. We'll see you next week.